afternoon. You're watching PA Harness Week, and I'm Sharla McBride. Well, as you probably noticed, I'm not with the rest of the crew this week at Harris, Philadelphia. I'm here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Now, most of the time when I come here, I usually do featured stories on some of the track's top drivers. And I've done many stories on driver Matt Kakaley. I'm not talking with Matt this week, but I am talking with the couple who's behind Matt's success. That's right, I'm talking with Matt's parents. We'll have that story a little later, but first, here's a look at the headlines. We've got big races from the Red Mile as one of the world's top trotters goes against Arch Madness. Also, Maven and Check Me Out do battle, and in the Poconos, a blanket finish you don't want to miss. And Heather has a feature on a trick horse that will leave you amazed. You're watching racing's fastest paced half hour on Comcast Sportsnet.
Oh my God. Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here is Brent Messenger to the early. 5 and 4 the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Well, hello there, and welcome to our show. This is PA Harness Week. She's Heather Moffat. I'm Steve Ross. Hello, Heather.
Hello, Steve.
Take a look out there. The folks are out there, and they're expecting a show. So, shall we give them one?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? I mean, we're here anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thanks for bopping around. A couple of things. There are few things in life that a racetracker enjoys hearing more than winning himself than somebody else having a winning story. Because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Okay. This past week, I bopped down the shore, because I wanted to get into some action. Went to the White House, got a sub, went with my buddy Albert, a name, by the way, that he has earned, and we went to the race book and we did a little gambling. So I just get there and I walk in the door, and Zia Park is racing. Not only know where Zia Park is, not that it matters, but I decided to get down because there's 1 minute to post. They're loading them in the gate. They're thoroughbreds, I'm assuming. The 5-horse was the chalk. He was 9 to 5, and there was a Nicky in the name, like my 14-year-old. So I got to grab onto that. The 3-horse was 7 to 2. I don't know why I looked at it. I see 5 and 3. 5 and 3 is 8. Now I've never done that in my life because they're not my numbers. So I go 5 over the 3, 8 in the trifecta. Boom! Sucker hits the 9 to 5, 7 to 2, and 65 to 1.
Wow!
$900.
Congratulations!
And you ain't getting none. And neither are you. Sorry
I was just going to say, you're buying lunch, I guess, but
okay,
I guess not.
So a good racetrack story is good to hear. So you don't have to know all that much. Come on out. Harris, Philadelphia, tomorrow, because we will be in action after a 3-week hiatus. So come on down, and maybe you'll have a story to share, just like moi.
That's right. It's Kentucky Futurity Day, so everybody can come out and bet the Kentucky Futurity from Lexington.
Good stuff.
Big day, yeah.
Big
all
day
around.
indeed. Okay, let's get the action kicked off. 10th race on Saturday at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It was a high-class condition pace, and with that, here's Heather.
All right, yes, winners over Pacers. The first $25,000. Number 6 is Hypnotic Blue Chip. The even money favorite here, coming off of 2 wins, 1 at the Meadows and 1 at Tioga. And number 4 is Annie's Western Card, going behind the gate for trainer...
Yeah.
Ron Burke.
Yeah.
He's kind of the answer to everything, right? He's got more starts than Tim Tetrick this year. It's crazy. Number 5 is Razzle Dazzle, and this is his first start since mid-August.
Everybody's staying in line for the moment now. You've got Buter with Hi-Ho Steve Areno 5th. Razzle Dazzle looking to flush cover. At the back, Mickey Hanover and Feel Like a Fool. The half 55 even. 28 and 4 second panel. Those fractions are solid, but not quite as rapid as what you might expect from these. Now Carlson gently tapping River Shark to keep him alert. He's got the lead now. Hypnotic Blue Chip first over, powering there on the outside for George Knapp. Inside Annie's Western Card, still in a great spot. McClelland is inside to his outside there. That's Hi-Ho Steve Areno not keeping up with the cover. In behind him, Razzle Dazzle. 3/4, 122 even. They whipped up a 27 even there on the back. Inside River Shark. Outside Hypnotic Blue Chip. They've locked up now. Annie's Western Card in behind the top 2. McClelland looking for room 4th. Top of the stretch. Hypnotic Blue Chip with a slight edge. River Shark's not done. Inside Annie's Western Card is pacing strong. It's Hypnotic Hypnotic Blue Chip, Annie's Western Card, a late kick, Razzle Dazzle!
River Shark cut out the fractions, getting to the third quarter in 1:22, but he couldn't really keep that pace going. Razzle Dazzle came home the fastest, a last quarter in 26-4. Driver Joe Pavia Jr. slingshots Razzle Dazzle. They get up in the final step, 149-3. That actually ties his lifetime best. Right there for second was Hypnotic Blue Chip. Third went to Annie's Western Card.
Now, you ready for this? Grand Circuit at the Red Mile. And you know what happens down there. All the best horses, all the best drivers, they get the big sale going on. And by the way, the sale was up this year, which was good news for our industry. Like, I believe it was like 7%.
Oh, very nice. That is great news.
Very nice, absolutely. So they had great racing down there like you would not believe. Let me give you an example. Sunday's 10th race at the Red Mile was an open trot. The purse was $7,500, which today is considered to be bupkis, okay? Anyway, look at the horse flesh they wound up getting at this race for $7,500 purse. Number 6, Chapter 7, who was just that fast, with Tim Tetrick was the 2-5 chalk. Number 5, Arch Madness, was even money with Brian Sears, and the rest were all, as Heather would say, double-digit bombers. Let's watch.
Arch Madness goes up to the lead from LD's credit report. Chapter 7 unhurried early. He's racing in third. He's about 3.5 lengths from the early pace. Fourth is Miss D.W. Chip as they head toward the quarter. Waldorf Hall caught back trotting quickly. He's fifth. Opening quarter in 27 seconds flat, and Holland Laser is out of it and trails the field. Onto the backstretch, and Arch Madness leads the way. A comfortable length in front. LD's credit report strides along in the 2-hole in second, and Chapter 7 gets a tracking trip here today. He's racing in third, 3 lengths from the lead. Miss D.W. Chip, feeling the pinch, drops back, showing the whip there. Waldorf Hall is fifth in behind her as these 5 continue in straight alignment, and there's a 3-horse breakaway up top being led by Sears and Arch Madness. Arch Madness hits the half in a rated 55 seconds even. LD's credit report right there, getting a dream trip in the 2-hole, and Chapter 7 has him well within his sights in third, and these 3 have edged away from the rest. Miss D.W. Chip is now 10 lengths for the lead fourth, and Waldorf Hall follows her fifth. Arch Madness lets out a notch on the turn, so he's looking for some separation and getting it. Arch Madness striding clear by 3.5 lengths, so Tetrick makes his move with Chapter 7 now into the second spot on the outside. 3/4 up on the board in 1:23-3. It's Arch Madness in front, but Chapter 7 is gaining ground quickly on the outside, and these 2 trotters square off, and Chapter 7 just blows right by. It's Chapter 7 for Tim Tetrick, and he's drawing away from Arch Madness, and Chapter 7 is wrapped up under a hand drive. He's 4 lengths in front coming down to the finish.
Chapter 7 is a flat-out moose. Little hoss, big motor, great gait. Came first up on Arch Madness, looked him in the eye, then blew his doors off. Now, Arch Madness is no Putka horse. I mean, we're talking about a horse that's made, as you pointed out last week, $3.6 million. He went by him like he was standing still or tied to a hitching post. Arch Madness was second. And number 3, Waldorf Hall off at 50-1 with Mark McDonald got third. He came his last quarter in 27, and he won off by 6, and he's a trotter. And on top of that, trainer Linda Toscano says Market Share is the best horse she's ever trained, which begs the question, just how good is Market Share? We will find out this week at the Red Mile on Sunday. Woo! And we'll have it here for you on PA Harness Week. We'll have more exciting stakes action for the Red Mile coming up later on in our show. But right now we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have more action from Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs. So stay right where you are.
Magnum Cosmo's going to have to fight off all kinds of competitors here. Affirmed action inside.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
NF Quotable got
Why do so many winners travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options. and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard bred horse transportation.
Mohegan Sun Off-Track Wagering, Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hi there, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross. And you know Matt Kakaley, you know, big driver, we used to call him Matt Kakaley, and then we finally got his name right. It's a Kakaley, it's a Kakaley. Take your pick, whatever you want to call him. Just don't call him late for dinner. Anyway, if you want to find out about Matt Kakaley or Matt Kakaley, I suggest the place to go is ask his parents.
Great idea.
How often do we get a chance to talk to the parents of a top driver? Well, our girl, Sharla McBride, caught up with the parents of driver, yeah, you got it, Kakaley.
All right, I'm here with Linda and John Kakaley, proud parents of driver Matt Kakaley. But you guys are also successful in this business as well. You're a trainer and you're a driver, as we can see. How long have you been training horses?
We've been training together for about 25 years.
Yeah, about 25.
And how is it working with your spouse?
Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. But otherwise, it's not too bad. It's not.
Now, who was the one that got Matt started into this business?
Well, we both did.
I think we both did.
Yeah.
We put him to work from the time he was, actually I shouldn't say work, but when he was little he had to get off the bus and he had chores he had to do to help us get done in the barn and stuff, and he just has always been in the barn and he just kind of went into it naturally.
And you being a driver, when did you start seeing Matt get great success in this?
Well, we were back in Florida. He was training and he knew how to handle a horse when he was training. And I said, he's going to be pretty good.
And how old was he when you noticed that maybe he has a future in this?
At 16.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I know you get to race against your son sometimes. How is that? How is the rivalry, or is it more of a camaraderie? How is it?
I don't even think about it. It doesn't bother me. Everybody thinks that, it's going to be a rival out there. It's not. We get along good out there.
Now, when you watch your husband and your son both on the track, are there a little bit of nerves going on?
Only if it's one of my horses. Otherwise, not at all.
Now, when it is one of your horses, do you feel more excitement to see one of them driving one of your horses?
Oh, always. Yeah, it's a lot more fun.
Thank you, young lady. Now back to racing action, and we're going to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. This is a goodie. You're going to want to hear all about this, and Heather's got the 411 for you.
How about they kicked off the card on Saturday with this race? It's a great race. Winners over trotters. The purse $25,000. Number 4 is Magnum Cosmos. 2-1 favorite. He's had 3 wins out of his last 4 starts. Number 4 is Pilgrims Chuckle. He was in, I think, against a little more challenging last time out when he was in the open trot. And then there's number 6, who is Speculation. He's been really tough this year. Now, this race takes place on September 29th. It was his 31st start of the year. So it just shows, like, how amazing the standardbred breed is.
Yeah, but you're
31 starts.
You're speculating, though, on that.
Nice one.
Affirmed Action taking on Speculation. They're bunched up as they hit the quarter, 27-2. They go past the Faithful for the first time tonight in a doozy of a trot to open things up. Affirmed Action has the lead, but now Magnum Cosmos drawing a beat on him. This one fresh off a win at Yonkers takes over for Tyler Buter as the 2-1 favorite. Affirmed Action in the pocket, followed by Speculation. Single file to the mare, Definitely Mamie, a very consistent trotter. Cameron Chip, a newcomer in from Canada, is 5th. Win Windsurfer looking for cover. Then Pilgrims Chuckle way back to Andy's Perfect. Half miles 55-4, 28-2. Second panel, scorching fractions early on for the Trotters. And Magnum Cosmos now separates by about a length and 3/4 over Affirmed Action, who tries to come back at him and gets closer once again inside. Third is Speculation. Still nobody on his outside. And now Windsurfer never found that cover. It's going to be a long first over grind for him. Pilgrims Chuckle in behind that. Then definitely Mamie and Cameron Chip. 3/4, 125 even, 29-1 on the back with no outside pressure there. Buter eased off on the leader. Magnum Cosmos now going to the whip again. Windsurfer first over has been relentless. Pilgrims Chuckle 3 wide. Affirmed Action tight in the pocket. Top of the stretch, Magnum Cosmos going to have to fight off all kinds of competitors here. Affirmed Action inside. Outside Pilgrims Chuckle. Affirmed Action. Pilgrims Chuckle trying to nail them all. Pilgrims Chuckle.
The favorite Magnum Cosmos took over the lead by the half, but Pilgrims Chuckle, who is 7th most of the mile, out-trotted the rest of the field home. He wins in 154-1. In the bike was Matthew Romano. The winning duo, they paid $32.40. Affirmed Action had post 8, but he had got a great trip. He was 2nd. And you know who was 3rd?
Let me speculate.
You're right, speculation. Nice.
Amazing. Stay with us when we come back. You know what we're going to have for you? Picks and tricks. What am I talking about? You guys stick around to find out.
Can we wave to your fans out there, Truman?
Oh.
There we go. Good job.
Horses helping people. People helping horses. At Equilibrium, horses help those with special needs achieve balance in body, mind, and spirit, while Equilibrium's people give retired horses the forever home they deserve. Join in the giving and help spread the joy of equine-assisted activities. Visit www.equi-librium.org to learn more and make a tax-deductible contribution today. Equilibrium, a helping hoof for those in need.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
Hello there, harness racing fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of PA Harness Week. Along with Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross. And you know what? There's a segment coming up that I really don't know what it is, but
You're curious.
Exactly.
Yeah,
My
okay.
curiosity has been heightened, and it's Heather's Trick Horse. So, oddly enough, I'm going to let Heather explain to you what that is.
Okay, I went to the Delaware Horse Expo recently, and I know this is a horse racing show, but everybody out there watching, they're horse lovers. So there's this horse that I met, an incredibly smart equine, and well, I was the trainer for the day, and he was the student, but it just goes to show you that sometimes the student is smarter than the trainer. Casey Shore joins us now, and she brought Truman to be on the show. Truman is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, tell me about him.
Truman is a Tennessee walking horse. He is 11 years old. He is a trick horse, and he is a camera bug. We can say, Truman, there's the camera. What do we do? Can we wave to your fans out there, Truman?
Oh.
There we go. Good job.
Wait a minute, I don't want somebody taking my job next week now. We're going to go outside, aren't we? Because Truman is going to teach me a few tricks, I think. Is that right?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
You're going to be you're going to be his trainer. Truman, are we ready for this? True. Do we want to go out and do some work? Yes.
He might be ready, but I don't know if I am. But let's roll and see what happens.
We now have our horse trick trainer. We're going to start with the smile. I'll turn it over to you.
How's my smile? Did I do a good job? Okay, Truman. Okay. And smile. Good boy. boy. Good boy.
Yay. All right, the next one we're going to do is you want him to give you a hug. So what are we going to do for that?
Okay. All right. Of course, I have to ask him, Truman, do you love me? Oh, good boy. I love you too. Oh, he really wants to hug me. Now we're going to make him sit. All right, Truman, are you ready? Okay. Back, 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 and sit, baby. Sit. Sit down. He's like, I don't know if my butt's still even. Oh,
Yay!
yay! Good job. And up.
Good job.
Good job. Man, he is really working with the amateur here.
That was a very interesting segment. I know what you mean now when you set it up by saying sometimes a student can teach the teacher. That was very good. Excellent.
Someday I'm going to teach you to do what the trick horse did, like sit down and shake hands and things like that.
That's what you do before we do the show anyway. Come on, don't be coy, don't feign. No, I don't do that. Okay, now it's time to fatten your bankroll. How are we going to do that? With Kelly's picks. Actually, you know when I think of Kelly's picks, I think of, who's the chick on American Idol? Was it Kelly Picker? Was that her name?
Yeah.
Kelly Pickler.
Yeah, that's it.
But it was close enough to Kelly's picks, you know, Kelly Picker, Kelly Pickler. Anyway, Kelly's got her weekly picks for you to make some money for you.
Thanks, Heather and Steve. Some of the biggest names in harness racing have descended on the Bluegrass State today. We'll see if Check Me Out can keep her hot streak alive in the 5th race. But we're going to be handicapping the 9th. Somewhat of an upset last week in the eliminations with Mel Mara taking home the victory, pacing away after getting a very nice trip with Tim Tetrick. We had him in our picks, however, not on top. There we put Bolt the Doer. He was just hard used, couldn't hang on to get the victory, kind of shuffled back towards the end of the mile. We know he has the speed, just needs to put that stamina to good use. So we'll give him another shot in this talented 12-horse field, boxing the 3, the 5, the 11, and the 4. Also some great races tonight at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It's the East versus West Drivers Challenge. My challenge to pick the winner in the 10th race of the night. I'm going with the 5 Rockin' Glass. Our top driver, George Napolitano Jr., coming from the middle of the field with this 4-year-old. It's been a little hot and cold so far this year at Yonkers. Regardless, he's paid 14 trips to the winner's circle this year and took his seasonal mark earlier at Pocono. So he likes the 5A Smile track. Tonight gets post and class relief and gets my vote 5, 4, 3, and 2. Easy enough to remember tonight at Pocono. Good luck.
Thank you, Kelly. I know we're going to take that information and it's going to translate into big bucks for everybody watching PA Harness Week this week. Stay with us when we come back. As promised, we're going back to Kentucky. The Red Mile, the action is hot and heavy. You won't want to miss it.
And Check Me Out will make the pace for Tetrick as she crosses over and clears at the midpoint of the opening turn.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
Mohegan Sun Off-Track Wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Back we are on PA Harness Week, and as promised, we're going to Lexington for the Red Mile, and the first heat is the 7th from Saturday, and Heather's got that one for you.
Okay, I have the Bluegrass Series, $101,000 3-year-old pacing colt. Pet Rock is coming off of a 16-length win in 1:15.3 in Delaware, Ohio. He's a slight favorite over the Millionaire, a rock and roll dance. But neither one of them found the winner's circle. It actually was the third choice in the race. Thinking out loud, this year's North America Cup winner, getting a good trip, busting home in 25 seconds flat for Hall of Fame driver John Campbell and Hall of Fame trainer Bob McIntosh in 1:51. Better's Edge was second, and Pet Rock, who cut the mile, was third.
Did you say the final quarter was 25 flat?
Oh, that's what I said.
Oh, my goodness
Bob
gracious.
McIntosh, by the way, is quoted as saying that the horse can pace like a bird. Didn't know birds could pace, but we just saw it.
Saturday's 10th, the $100,000 Bluegrass Series. Another one for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. Number 3, Bolt the Doer, was the 4-5 chalk and tried to wire, but when number 4, Mel Mara, off at 6-1 with Timmy Tetrick, came rolling up, it was all over but the shouting. Mel Mara drew off to win by 2 in 1:49.4. Number 6, Sweet Lou, off at 2-1 with the Palone Ranger drives again was second, and number 1, Escape the News, off at 35-1 with Yannick Giraud was third.
Okay, another Bluegrass Series purse, $86,800. 2-year-old pacing folks this time. Heavy favorite 1-5 is Captain Treacherous. He was named the United States Trotting Association's August and September Horse of the Month, and he was also named the winner of this race. He's getting impressive with each start this time. First up, 1:51.3 with Tim Tetrick at the controls, and he wins 6 out of 7 races in his young career now. Good Day Mate, coming on late, finished second. Hail the Taxi was third.
All right, Captain Treacherous one to watch for. Now it's time for the 11th race on Sunday, and boy, was this a goodie. Another Bluegrass Series, this time 3-year-old trotting fillies, the best of the best, the creme de la creme. The hole in the donut was there. Number 5, Check Me Out with Timmy Tetrick, again, was 2-5. Number 4, Maven, was 9-5 with Yannick Giraud. The rest were a wing and a prayer. Let's see what happened.
Maven and Check Me Out leave together, but neither one charging out of there. They're just floating away, and they're 1-2 side by side as they head onto the opening turn. Dream on Hanover gets away in third. Valdana dives down to a tuck in fourth. Can't Have My Money is fifth. Sassy Syrinx, who broke before the start, caught back trotting and is the trailer. And Check Me Out will make the pace for Tetrick as she crosses over and clears at the midpoint of the opening turn. So Maven releases for the 2-hole in second. They have solid separation on the third placer, Dream on Hanover, as they hit the opening quarter in 27-1. Valdana's gap back and forth, another 3 to Can't Have My Money, and Sassy Syrinx is the trailer. So Check Me Out, rating along for Tim Tetrick on the lead, is a length clear. Maven getting a dream trip, just drafting in behind for Gingras in that perfect pocket spot. Dream on Hanover is 2 lengths further back, racing in third. Then Valdana, then Can't Have My Money, and then Sassy Syrinx, the trailer. No change in position and no pressure up front for Check Me Out, and Check Me Out strolls through the half in 56 seconds flat. So the second quarter was in 28-4. Maven is right there second. Dream on Hanover showing the whip from Campbell in third. Still about 3.5 lengths from the lead. Valdana a length and a half from her. From the back is Sassy Syrinx looking to loop around of Can't Have My Money as they trot toward 3/4 and going off stride. There was Valdana. So Sassy Syrinx was taken out of it. A 3-horse breakaway up front, and Check Me Out is showing the whip, trying to quicken just a touch, and Maven will try to gun her down with a slingshot move from the pocket. 3/4 in 1:24-2. And they come to the top of the stretch here at the Red Mile, and Check Me Out is a length and a half clear. Here comes Maven, who tips to the outside. Check Me Out, Tetrick asking her to trot home. Maven on the outside is still a length and a half from her. It's Check Me Out. Maven is coming, but Check Me Out leads it. Maven on the outside trying to surge, but it's Check Me Out wrapped up, and Check Me Out wins it.
Check Me Out went right to the front. Maven took the 2-hole. That's exactly how they finished. Check Me Out won by an open length in 1:51-2. Is there any limit? Is there a bottom to where this trotter can go?
Oh, no, there's not.
Just amazing. We're going to watch out for Check Me Out the rest of this season. And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including Bruce Casella, the lovely Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway. Starting fast outside here. Messenger to the